Hi friends, today we are at CP Connaught Place, Delhi, and we are going to ask a very important question. Maybe that we all wants to know. I congratulate all of the interviewees to respond confidently and let others know what they think. So, can we find the answer? Let's see. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, may I know your name?
Yeah, my name is Piyush Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if we do not consider the current situation of pandemic,
Yeah.
what do you prefer, working from home or going to office?
I will prefer going to the office.
Sir, may I know why?
There are many constraints. First thing that we are working from the home, it means that you have to devote entire time for working for the office. Second thing that you cannot segregate the time for the office and for the family time. The third thing is the internet issue. And the fourth most important thing is that if you are working from the office means that you have to devote the limited amount of time, that it means when you're coming back, it's completely your time. So the time management is the issue, internet is the issue, and sometimes workload is also there. So that's why I like to work from office.
Sir, don't you think when you work from home, you save time to commute and also the cost?
It's a different thing. If you just look for the thing for commutation time, you will surely gonna shave 1.5 hour per day. But if you look for the time that you are going to devote for that working in the office, it means you have to just devote from 10 to just 6. Okay, so in this duration you have to just be there. But when nowadays what is happening, like I am working in my company, so what is that some work is pending, it will carry on till from 6 to the till 9, 8, 9 or even the 10. So if you just see the commutation times, it is you can say this compensated with that.
Okay, sir. And about the cost that you save from commuting?
It is not barely the cost you save from commuting, because when you are working from the home, you have to pay for the internet facility, you have to manage some infrastructures, and you have to just keep the laptop and other accessories with you. So you can have the easy access with the internet, you can have the easy access with the video conferencing, and so that you can say that it is managed way. In the case of the price, it is well managed.
That's true, sir. Sir, may I know that the companies such as Google, Facebook, Amazon, they are introducing a hybrid model where people can go 2-3 days a week in the office, and after that they can work from home, and also they can get 4 weeks around in a year from where they can work anywhere in the world or from their domestic country. So do you think that could improve the working culture?
Yeah, that will be very nice. If you see the hybrid of the both, working from the office and working from the home and going to the office, it will be very well, because sometimes we need to be there, we need to go to the office also, because we have to manage the things. But when it comes to hybrid culture, there's many benefits. First thing that you can segregate your work, which work is very important, you can do it in your office, and which one is less important, you can do it in your home. So it will help you to balance the time between your family and your work. So that will gonna help you. Second thing, it can give you the refreshment, because when we are coming to the home, and when we are coming to the home, when you are working something, and family time gives you the enjoyment and refreshment. So it will help to re-cherish your that's what you call the enjoyments. Okay, it can give you a refreshment type of thing. So it is very good hybrid. And the last thing that you talked about, 4 weeks working across the world. So it is absolutely benefit, because by doing that you can move around the world, you can know more of things, and it is like just like a vacation with working. So it will going to have a really new experience.
Thank you, sir. Sir, your comments are very important. It was really nice speaking with you.
Thank you.
And I think this will help all of us and make our working culture better.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you also.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Sir, may I know your name?
Yeah, it's Dhruv.
Thank you, sir. Sir, may I know what you do?
I'm an algo trader.
Algo trader. So can you tell me, what do you prefer if we do not consider the current situation of pandemic, working from home or going to office?
Working from home only, because I've been doing that since last 3 years. My company is not here in India, so I work for a firm in London, and it's work from home for me since last 3 years. and I cannot go to office now.
Sir, don't you think working from home sometimes make people lazy? But because when people go to office, they wake up early, get dressed well, and they go to office and they socialize more there.
Yeah, I mean, there are two aspects here. Like first is the routine thing, which happens only in India because how the hierarchy is structured right now. They want like people to be routine, and like because we always go to school, they want people to sit for 8 hours and shit like that, and they want to monitor you, and everybody wants to get routine now. But like when you work from home, right? You deliver stuff obviously because that brings the food on your table, but you work according to your comfort zone. You don't work just for the sake of being present, right? So people do deliver their stuff, so it doesn't matter whether they are working for 2 hours a day or 14 hours a day. Now they are working in their comfort zone and they are delivering the deliverables basically. So that's what basically matters for the company. Things are getting done. Company businesses are not stopping.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Your comments are so much important to us because it tells not just the working people, also the students who are expecting how their working culture would be.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, may I know your name?
Angad Sharma.
Thank you, sir. Sir, may I know what you do?
I'm a student right now in class 12.
Okay, actually I am trying to know that what could be best, working from home or going to office. As you are a student, you have some expectations. How you will work? Would you like? How will you like to work? So can you tell about that? What do you
I
prefer?
would prefer to go to the office because from work from home you have to do extra work and there's no fun. You are just sitting there in home all day, no productivity. These are my expectations.
Okay, but most of the people nowadays are working from home, and they are also making the productivity. So, what do you think about that?
It depends on everyone, how is everyone coping with it. I wouldn't cope with this. It would be very difficult for me to work from home continuously. I need to go out so I can get fresh and eat stuff and have fun with my friends. So I would prefer to go outside.
Sir, it was very nice speaking with you, and your comments are very important. Thanks, sir. Thank you very much. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, may I know what's your name?
Barkha.
Thanks, ma'am. Ma'am, if we do not consider the current situation of pandemic, what do you prefer, working from home or going to office?
I mean, it's for me. For me, it happens in phases. I really used to love going to the office initially, but lately, I think I've gotten too used to working from home. So I got a little bored in the middle, and I wanted to work from home. But now again, like to go to office. So sorry that's not a very accurate answer, but yeah. Goes
No,
up
it's
and
fine,
down.
ma'am.
Actually, there are pros and cons to both. So that's why it really depends.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, if you want to choose more, working from home or going to office, what it could be?
I think I would prefer 3 days office, 2 days work from home.
Okay, so I think that's the kind of thing which Amazon, Facebook, Google, these kinds of companies are trying to introduce a
Yeah.
hybrid model.
Exactly.
So do you think it would be better for the working culture and productivity, and as well as the employees and the employers?
Yeah, absolutely. Because nowadays jobs are also not 8 hours, 9 hours, and then you're done. All of these corporate companies are demanding a lot out of you, especially like big tech. Then even I'm a management consultant, so even in consulting, they are demanding so many hours out of you and so on. So work from home really gives you the flexibility. Sometimes, for example, if I would have calls in the morning, and then it's difficult to travel, or if I have too much calls at night with the US people and so on, then it really affords a lot of flexibility that way. So I think hybrid model is the best and everybody would prefer because you get flexibility plus you're not totally isolated at home also because we all want the good parts of office, right? The culture, we want a chance to make connections and so on. So yeah, hybrid for me.
So you will prefer the hybrid model?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Your comments are so much important to all of us. Thanks, ma'am. Thanks for giving your time. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, may I know your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Manish Kumar. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, would you like to share your thoughts on working from home? What do you prefer if we do not consider the current situation of pandemic? Working from home or going to office?
Well, there are lot of things which comes in. There are a lot of things which comes in my mind when I talk about work from home, because I started working from home last year in 2020 month of March, and that time I had no idea that how it would be beneficial for me and how this will go on for long time. Like it's been more than 1 year, and there are certain advantages which I have experienced, and there are certain disadvantages which I have also experienced. So I would start with the disadvantages. So the first thing is like now I have gained some weight because I'm not very used to with the exercising and all that stuff, and the things which requires you to move daily when you go to office. Because when you go to office, it's not like you spend 7 hours on sitting on a chair. You roam around with your friends,
That's
you roam
true.
around with your colleagues. So
That's true.
basically that helps you to do some exercise and some physical tasks. But if I talk about the working from home, so you are sitting in a home now and working for late hours, like 5 hours, 6 hours in a sitting, and you are not doing any particular exercise, because most of the people are not very privileged that they get exercise on their home, and they can get all the tools which are required to do the exercise and all. So for this reason, I think this is something which is disadvantage, that people are not moving a lot and they are not doing exercise. The second disadvantage which I have experienced is when we go to office, we leave our family problem. That is the most crucial thing, right? If I talk about the family problems, so when you are working from home, you are also giving your mind to the problems
That's
which
true.
are coming into the family. So for that reason, I think sometime it happens that I am unable to give my more than 100%, which is eventually comes up when I give it to the office. So I think that is the disadvantages, because it sometimes it happens that your professional and personal life is going on the same time.
That's true.
That you had something in your home and you have to complete it, but at the same time you have some important tasks to complete at your office. So I think this is the second disadvantage. If I talk about the most crucial and the most important and most vital, I must say, that is your mental peace. Because I think when you are at home, you have no time to do some other stuff, like you work for 9 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours, whatever time has been assigned to you, and apart from that you spend time on TV, on movies, but you are not actually going outside and interacting with people. You have no idea what is happening around like outside world, because when you go to office, you see people who are interacting with you. They have different thoughts, different ideas, they share their pain, sorrow, happiness, which gives you a feeling that you are alive. But when you are sitting in a home working for 9 hours, you are not doing anything to release your stress, anxiety, then there is no use of working so hard, because ultimately everyone wants to be healthy.
That's fine.
And everyone wants to be get a peace of mind.
That's
But
true.
I think when you start working for a long time, like initially it's good. I will later come on that advantages part, but I think the main important thing which is losing by doing working from home for a long time is your peace of mind, because you get distressed, like depressed so many times, because whenever you get something very challenging, and at the same time something is happening in your home. So that is very difficult to handle both the situation. So I think this is the major disadvantages. Now I would come to the advantages. So like most of the people, like in India, we know that the most of the people have migrated from one city to another city for the job. So what happens when we move to, like I am basically from the UP, Bareilly. So when I was working from office, so that time I had multiple expenses. Like I used to give my rent, I used to pay for the food, I used to pay for the vehicles, I used to pay for all my other stuff which is essential to live my life in a good manner. So I think those things have been reduced when I started working from home. Now I am getting little bit savings in my account because that was not possible when I was working from office. So I think this is the major advantages, that people are now getting more like stable through monetary basis, and they are getting more beneficial thing. Because when you are working from office, that time you have to spend for every single thing. But when you start working from home, it eventually gets reduced. So I think this is the one advantage. Second advantage is sometimes it happens like in office we get distracted. Like by the colleague, there are so many politics, there are so many bad atmosphere around. So sometimes we get distracted. We are focused, but when we listen something like that, that something is happening with you and something is talking shit about you, so that time you may get distracted from the task which you are doing. So I think when you work from home, you get that peace that you can only focus on your work which has been assigned to you. No matter what is talking about, who is talking about you in your back, you will always give your 100%. So I think it is on the both the sides. Like sometimes it is good, sometimes it is bad. And the last and most important advantage which I have experienced, like I give more time to my family. And I think no matter whatever you are doing, what money you are earning, ultimately you are doing it for your family. Because we all are human beings. We are not animals who are just here to survival. We need to give love, we need to give affection, concern, everything. So I think while working from home, I am more comfortable while handling my daily family stuff, and at the same time I am working for my office. So I think that's all from my end.
Okay. Sir, the companies such as Amazon, Facebook, Google, they are trying to, or they are introducing a hybrid model of working. So would you like to say something on that, where people can go 2-3 days in office and people can work, apart from that people can work from home or any other remote location?
But I think that would be not beneficial for every employee, because if I talk about myself, so my hometown is in another city, so it is not possible after 2 to 3 days that I will go to my home and then I will come back for office. So I think this is not beneficial for every employee. So they can do one thing, that like for 1 month they have given work from home, so that I can stay at my home and can work. But if they are doing like this, that for in a week 2 to 3 days I will be at home, so I think this will be kind of distraction for me as a working in a company, and I think that will not be beneficial for each and every employee. It is comfortable for those who are staying in the same city, so it's comfortable for those only.
That's true.
So yeah.
Sir, thank you. It was very nice speaking with you, and your thoughts are very important for all of us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I hope this will get educated other people and benefit all of the people to decide what could be better for them, and the company can also decide how they can improve the working culture. It could be beneficial for both the employees, people, and the companies.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, hello.
May I know your name, sir?
My name is Tajammul.
So, sir, what you do?
Actually, I'm doing a job in Delhi. Yeah.
So, would you like to share your comments on work from home if we do not consider the current situation of pandemic?
Okay, if we will not consider this situation,
Yes.
if India is free of coronavirus,
Yes.
then
And the entire world.
and the entire world too, yeah, it should happen definitely in the future, and we will just pray for that. India and other countries are also just free from this virus. Okay, and when we talk about the work from home, okay, it should be there. Okay, because in India companies are totally different from each other. Okay, and everybody want work from home. Everybody want to be in the home with the family. Okay, and they just also want to earn in the life. But in this time, as you can see, that every company will not provide you work from home. Okay, they want some business, extra business, and they want to earn more and more. So for that you have to go to office. Okay, they want you to come to office and then work there. Okay, but if you will just think as individual, okay, you like to work, you would like to earn money from your home. Okay, with your family. Main point is that. Okay, and you can earn as well as you can learn from home if you will just, because if you will in the home just 8 or 6 hours you have to spend for the company to earning, and extra time you can spend to learn something extra. And if you will not update yourself, if you will not continue learning, that you will not be able to survive in this time, as you know about the Indian economy.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your comments, sir. Don't you think when you go to office,
Okay.
you socialize more, you meet your colleagues in person,
Exactly.
and also after the work, you can sit in your canteen or any favorite place, cafeteria, or chill out with your friend. Don't you miss that?
Yeah, but one thing is there, if you will work from home, if you will just take it side coronavirus and pandemic time, and we will think about only work from home in a normal situation. In that, if you are working from home, we have that extra time first of all, so we can spend that time with friends. If you want to analyze the world and your surroundings, you can just spend that time with your friends and family and relatives and other colleagues if you want. Okay, so you can learn extra. Yeah, and one more thing, if you will work from home, maybe some that demerits are there for that.
Sorry?
Some demerits are there for
Yes.
your life, yeah, and for your job. Yeah, that
So
can
would
be
you
there.
like to tell about the demerits?
Yeah, one thing that as you know, maximum people are lazy. Yeah, they don't want to work, they just want to earn. Okay, so maybe they will not work properly as they are in the office, as they used to work in the office. One point. Second point, maybe that as somebody is on your head, for example, okay, in a school, okay, a teacher is on your head, you are studying very well, very good, and same is happen in the work. Okay, if some person is standing in front of you and just watching you, just analyzing you, so we will just learn extra and more, and you will work perfectly. So that can be a demerit if you will work from home.
Okay. So you firmly believe that work from home should be continue in the future.
Yeah, it should be continued.
Okay. And
As per of my point.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you know something about like the companies Google, Apple, Facebook are introducing a hybrid kind of work environment
Yeah,
where
exactly.
you can go 2 or 3 days in office, and apart from that you can work from home. So do you think that can improve something in the work culture?
Yeah, that is too good. As before 1 year, I just heard a news in Mexico. They just started a rule that the private limited company should means you have to work for only 3 days there, and other 4 days you can work from home, because you have to give your time to your family. So that rule is also good, as you said that in the Apple, Google, and Microsoft, a lot of big companies are there in India also. So their branches are also in India, so you can just work there if they are providing. That is a good thing. That should apply on every country. It should be a rule. Yeah.
Sir, it was very nice talking with you,
Same here.
hearing your views on that. Thank you, sir.
Same
Thank
here.
you for giving your precious time.
Welcome.
Sir, may I know your name, sir?
I'm Sonal.
Thank you, sir. Sir, may I know what you do?
I'm a student at XLRI.
Okay. Sir, as a student, you have some expectations. Because of the pandemic, now most of the people are working from home. So what do you prefer, working from home or going to office?
It all started very well with the leaves and no working time and being able to work from the comfort of my bed. but then slowly it became very tiresome, and now the working hours have expanded to all the 24 hours with no opportunity to leave for office or meet or socialize. Walking into anyone's office on will has really slowed down the pace with which things happen, and so I would prefer to go back to office and to school.
Okay. So have you worked anywhere, sir?
Yeah, I've worked at Flipkart.
Sorry?
At Flipkart.
At Flipkart. Very nice, sir. So do you think, sir, when you work from home, you save time to commute and the money as well?
Yeah. But like there is one thing, of course, that the time gets saved at least in terms of commuting. But then again, it's a coin with many faces, not even two faces. And although we can save time in commuting, we can also not share a drive with our loved ones at the same time. We cannot carpool to office, and we cannot develop the kind of connections we usually do when we work physically in a group. So that is the thing that matters more to me.
And sir, some of the companies such as Amazon, Google, Facebook are introducing an hybrid model where people can go 2 days to office and 3 days they can work from home, and in a year they can work around 4 weeks remotely from anywhere in the world or from their domestic country. So do you think that could benefit the working system?
I think yes, the flexibility that has arisen as a part of all of this is something that is going to lead to long-term sustainability in terms of work-life balance, as well as saving at least some amount of pollution by not going to office every day but 3 days a week. Certainly 5 days of going to office was not the balanced sustainable point either, and neither is 0 days. So if there is flexibility, then people can choose whether they want to go 2 days, 3 days or 4 days, completely depending on the kind of need in that particular week, as well as their own personal commitments and what they prefer more and what adds to their productivity. So the flexibility is something that should stay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was really nice speaking with you, and your comments are very important to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks, sir. Fine. May I know your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Akash.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if we do not consider the current situation of pandemic,
Yeah.
what do you prefer, going to office or work from home? A little bit louder.
Okay. I was saying if the cases are raising and so we should we should not go to the office if the cases are continuously raising. We should work from home. It's as simple as that. If the cases are low, if they are very less, so then we can we can normally go to office as we previously going.
Okay. So currently we are assuming that the pandemic is over.
Yes.
And now because many of the people are preferring work from home,
Yes.
and many of the people want to go as they were
Yes. Yes.
going to the
In
office.
my personal opinion, I think work from home is not as effective as it was previously. Previously we used to go to offices, and then because what happened is when we go to office, we go to a workplace, then it is a working vibe, so we are working upon.
Okay.
So that's the thing.
Okay.
I don't think working from home could be like this effective.
Don't you think, sir, when you go to office, it takes time in the commute,
Yeah, that is.
and also the cost, it incurs cost.
Yeah.
And when
obviously.
you work from home, it saves your time of commuting and the cost as well.
No. Just because of the cost of commuting and the time it takes to go office, it doesn't mean we should start working from home. This is not a solid ground to not go to office, because once we reach our offices, once we reach the workplace, it has a different vibe to work. There are other people who are also working. The communication is easy. The meetings, everything else, it is much easy to work with your colleagues. So
And
that's the
sir,
thing.
the companies such as Amazon, Google, Facebook.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
The companies such as Amazon, Google, Facebook,
Yeah.
they are introducing a hybrid model
Uh-huh.
where people can go 2 or 3 days office in a week,
Uh-huh.
and apart from that they can work from home. And in a year they get somewhere around 2 to 4 weeks
Uh-huh.
from where they can work from anywhere in the world or from some specific domestic location
That is-
remotely.
they are introducing I think a suitable system for their companies. Like they are like online platforms and they have like technological requirements. So they doesn't need to like go to office and do their work. As far as I know, my one of my friend is a YouTuber. He has 1.8 million subscribers on YouTube. So he's like he always works from home. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't have to like go to outside of his house to work anywhere. So that's the thing. There are type of works. There are types of offices. There are types of like jobs. There are jobs which needs to like go out, and there are jobs which needs to be like doesn't need to like to go office necessarily.
So for the companies such as tech and for the corporate people, it could be better to make a hybrid model, or it could not be that much effective.
I think it's effective, but it's effective for some companies. It's not for all companies. It's effective.
That's
The
true.
hybrid model, obviously, if it suits the company, then it's effective. It depends on other factors also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving your time.
Thank you.
And I hope this will benefit all of us. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir. Thank you. Hello. Sir, may I know your name?
Myself is Anand Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if we do not consider the current situation of pandemic, what do you prefer, working from home or going to office?
No, in general circumstances, I would prefer to go to the office. And but now having worked for a long period of time, like the more than half a year, working from home, I prefer like going under the hybrid mode, where the situation is such where you can have both options, depending on your work profile and depending on your circumstances. You have both options, either to go to the office or to work from home. So now I have worked in both of these mode, which is completely the work from home and other was completely from the office. Now, but after working from under both the system, I would prefer to go by the hybrid mode where you have both the options. Like I am currently, as of now, currently going in the hybrid mode where I am going to the office alternatively. So that's the better option that I will go by.
Okay. Sir, as much I know, the companies such as Google, Facebook, Amazon, they are, as you have said, they are trying to introduce the hybrid model where people can work 2 or 3 days from home, and after that, apart from that, from office.
Yeah.
And also they can get around 4 weeks in a year from there. They can work remotely anywhere in the world or from their domestic country. So do you think this can improve the working situation?
Yeah, of course, because you see, ultimately what is important is that the productivity should be the same, and also your employees' comfort level should be at the optimum. So as far as your employee is comfortable, as far as your employee is very happy with the working culture, of course it would amount to increasing the efficiency of the employee and at the end of the day the productivity of the company or the whatever the organization that you are working in. So as long as you are giving the comfort to your employee, I think that this will ultimately increase and will give a more productivity, because earlier what was happening was that the employee was forced to go to the office because there was only one option. Now if you have both the option, you have the choice. So you will always prefer the things which suits to you, and when the thing suits to you, it increases your efficiency, ultimately leading to the productivity increase of your company. So I believe that will of course amount to, but yeah, of course, because now also in most of the things that I see that now, because many of the companies have started very new this system of work from home, so they don't know where to stop. I mean, that is needed to be improved upon on the part of the employee, because they should have some kind of login logout time, right? So that is the important factor that has to be accounted by the employer.
True, sir. Thank you very much. Your comments are very important for all of us.
Thank you.
And I hope this will make our working environment better.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for giving your time.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I start? See, man, like working from home, it really depends on the sort of person you are, right? Like me in general, I'm a really private person, right? And I sort of prefer working from home in general. Because I work in finance, it's easier for me, there's less distractions. But you know, if you're a person that likes to go out on a Saturday or something like that, you know, it can be really hard on you and your mental health, right? Because you don't get to meet anyone, you're practically, you know, you're just alone in your house. Especially if you're living away from your house, you know, it can be really hard. So that's what it is. Yeah, man. I mean, I personally prefer it. But yeah, I understand why it can be so hard for people. Yeah.
So, don't you think that working from home makes people lazy?
Well, see, people are gonna be lazy regardless if they work from home or not, right? Like, I know people that work in my office, right? Like, they are gonna be just, you know, they don't even work. Like, right, they just laze around, right? So, you know, you're gonna be lazy regardless, right? There's like a million ways to be lazy in general. There's like an 80-20 rule, right? Which practically says that like 20% of the work in any sort of in any sort of like field is done by 80% of the work in any practical field is done by 20% of the people, right? So it makes a lot of sense that way. So, you know, people are gonna be lazy regardless. So.
And do you think when people go to office, they wake up early, take bath, dress up well, they are more disciplined? And when they work from home, they become much indisciplined?
Again, the same thing, like, you know, if you're, it doesn't really matter a whole lot, right? Like, if you want to work, you're going to work regardless, right? Like, there are people that are working from home that stay up till 2 a.m., right? They still like finish their work and then they go to bed. Right, and then there are people who have been going off to their offices, right, and they still are not able to go through with it, right? So it really depends on the person, right? You can't really say that working from home is the reason that people aren't really finishing their work, right? It can be one of the reasons, but I don't think it matters that much, right?
And do you know, sir, the companies such as Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon are introducing a hybrid model where people can go to around 2-3 days in office and then they can work from home. Do you think that can make things improve?
See, I don't really know what they're thinking. I don't really know, you know, what the sort of like point of view behind it is. But sounds like a plan. They're just like trying to get by the way that they want and the way that they think is right. I mean, like they're Apple, right? They're gigantic companies, right? They're owned and like they're managed by like really amazing smart people. So like obviously like they must have something going on in their mind, right? So
do you think? Do you think when you work more with the devices, computer devices, they generate heat and a kind of radiation?
Just turn on the AC, man. That's just like that's just pseudoscience. Yeah.
So it was very nice speaking with you.
Thank you.
And listening to your comments, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Friends, we have reached the end of the video. Hope you enjoy it. One thing that I would like to mention is the hybrid working model may not be the same for all the companies, but perhaps very similar. If you want to know the exact hybrid working model of any particular company, go to their official website or read about it in an authentic journal. If you like the video, share it, give us a thumbs up and comment on it. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next episode. Bye.